Okay, so we're looking at the probability. This is the third video now on this chapter. This is from the exercise, and this is on page. What page is on, people? 114. 114. Okay, so number 9, 10 and 11 will be dealt with in this video. Okay. So we are told that a bag contains 4 white balls, 2 black balls, and 1 pink ball. So how many balls do we have in total in this bag? Sorry? 7. There's 7 balls in total. So the easiest way to do this is going to be on a tree diagram. So you have 4 white, 4 out of 7 is white, 2 out of 7 is black, and 1 out of 7 is pink. Can you see that? A ball is thrown at random and replaced, which means to say the ball is taken out and then put back. So when we take that 1 ball out of the bag, there's 6 balls left in the bag. Not so, but it's being replaced, so it goes back in the bag. Okay? So this is your first event. Okay? So there are 2 events that's taking place here. How many balls are thrown out of this bag? 2. Does it make sense? So if you throw a white ball on your first event, your second event is going to be white, blue, pink again. 4 over 7, 2 over 7, and 1 out of 7. Can you see that, people? Same thing here. If it's black, we got white, black, and pink again. So it's 4 out of 7, 2 out of 7, and 1 out of 7. You draw the pink on your first draw. It's white, blue, pink. Again, it's going to be 4 out of 7, 2 out of 7, and 1 out of 7. So this is your first event, and that is your second event. You guys understand? If they ask you to draw a tree diagram and also to list your outcomes, then the outcomes is as follows. You can go white, 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 black, blue. Was it black? Yeah, white, black, white, pink. Or black, white, black, 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 pink. Can you see that, people? Or pink, white, pink, black, pink, pink. You guys understand? Right. Just take us out here. If they asked us, they did not ask us to list it, but if the question was to list your outcomes, it will be white, 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 black, white, pink. Black, white, black, 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 pink. Pink, white, pink, black, pink, pink. Then ask you to list the outcomes. Okay. So let's answer the questions. Let's see what the questions is there. The first question says, what is the probability? Remember, how do you work out probability? It's number of favorable outcomes over number of possible outcomes. Here it says, number of successful outcomes is favorable. That was what the question is asking. Over number of possible outcomes is the total number of the possibilities there are. Okay. So both are pink. So then that is following that branch. Not so. So the probability that both is pink is going to be, what's the probability in the first case? 1 out of 7 times 1 out of 7. You guys understand? There's 1 out of 7 times 1 out of 7, which is 1 out of 49. Let's look at B. In B, the question says both balls are white. So what's the chance of you drawing a white on the first draw? What's the probability of drawing a white on the first draw? 4 out of 7. Times 4 out of 7 again. As you can see here, white, white. Which gives us 16 out of 49. Let's look at C. Let's remove this calculator here quickly. Question C says, the first ball is white and the second ball is black. So the first ball is white and the second ball is black. So it has to be in that order. Can I consider a black ball then a white ball? No. It says the first ball is white and the second ball is black. So we don't have the option of taking black then white. It must be white then black. You guys understand? So the probability of black, the first ball is white, so it must be white then black. It's simply white. It's going to give us 4 over 7 times black, which is 2 out of 7, which is 8 out of 49. Okay. Let's look at D. In D, the question says 2 balls of pink. The 2 balls of pink and white in any order. So pink and white, it can be that branch there, not so? Or pink and white, which is that one. So it's, in other words, this will be the probability of white and pink plus the probability of pink and white. So here, the order doesn't matter. Do you guys understand? So the probability of white is 4 out of 7 times followed by pink is 1 out of 7. Not so? If you follow the other branch, it's pink, which is 1 out of 7 times white, which is 4 out of 7. Okay? The next calculator should give 4 over 49 plus 4 over 49, which is 8 out of 49. Okay, any confusion there? No confusion? Okay. That was number 9. We get number 10. Okay, so number 10, a team consisting of 2 members has to be chosen. Team consisting of 2 members has to be Oni and John, Nina, Sipo and Tandy are available. The team is chosen by drawing 2 names simultaneously. What does simultaneous mean? At the same time. From my hat. They want to know how many possible outcomes are there. Okay? So how many possible outcomes are there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 5 times 4. I get 20. You all got 20. Okay? Otherwise, what you could have done was you could have drawn a diagram. And you say, okay, we have N. Okay, just put A for N. We have John, Nina, Sipo, and Tandi. Tandi. Right. Now, of course, you must go up as well. So it's going to be N, John, Nina, Sipo, and Tandi. So the teams could be made up as follows. We can't have two N's in the group. Not so. It'd be too much. Okay. So we have an N and a what? And a John, an N and Nina, an N and a Sipo, N and a Tandi. Not so. Then John and N. Can't have a John and a John. However, John and Nina, John and Sipo, John and Tandi. We got the Nina and N. Nina and John. Got Nina and Nina. We got Nina and Sipo, Nina and Tandi. You see that? Sipo and N. Sipo and John. Sipo and Nina. And Sipo and Tandi. The last one is Tandi and N, Tandi and John, Tandi and Nina, Tandi and Sipo, and of course you can't have a Tandi and Tandi. Okay, in this specific order here. So if you count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. So in other words, there are 20 outcomes here. There's 20 combinations that can be formed from this. Okay. Otherwise, we could have said, okay, there are two places or placements for the team. How many options do I have for the first placing? How many options do I have? 5. We have 5 people to choose from. Now, say for argument's sake, I've chosen N on my first draw. Then how many options do I have left? 4. What if I have chosen Jason in my first draw? Or John, sorry. Then how many options do I have left? 4. What if I have chosen Nina? Still 4. So whichever way you look at, you will have 4 options left. Not so? I can't paint my fingers so nice. But 4 in total. Not so? And 4 times 5 is 20. You could have looked at it like that as well. You guys understand? What's wrong? Okay. Let's look at B. Determine the probability. Again, probability is number of favorable outcomes over number of possible outcomes. The team will consist of 2 girls. So now we need to know who's girls and boys. And what about N? What's wrong with you? Nina? Sipo, girl or boy? Boy. Unisex. Tandi is a girl.
So it's like Sipo or like Sipo.
No. Sipo only. Boy. Right. Boy. Right. No sexist? No. So, okay, relax. We must come to a consensus here so that we can do a calculation. Okay? We're not here in Kosa now to talk about when is a boy and a girl, no? Or in Elm. Leave the people outside. Right. Sorry? Right. So if you say the team will consist of 2 girls. So Anne is a girl, Nina is a girl, No, Nina's gone.
And transfer.
And Tandi. Tandi is also gone. So in other words, I need to check with Anne and Nina, Anne and Tandi. So 1 or 2. John, no. Nina and Nina and Tandi. Not so. Sipo, oh boy, boy, Tandi, and Tandi and Nina. So how many do I have there? 6. Does that make sense? So it's going to be 6 out of? 6 out of 20. And we always simplify that. That's going to give you 3 out of 10. Does it make sense, people?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then C. Question C says 2 boys will be chosen. 2 boys will be chosen. So for 2 boys, so it will be John and Sipo. Let's go. Sipo and John. So there are 2 options. Make sense, people? So you can choose John first, then Sipo, or Sipo, then John. Okay? So which gives us how many there? It's 2 out of 20. Which is 1 out of 10. Let's look at D. In D, let me just make sure the calculator is gone. For D, John will be a member of the team. John will be a member of the team. So, if you have to consider John as a member, John can either be chosen first or John can be chosen second. We all agree with that. So if John is chosen first, he can be John and Anne, John and Nina, John and Sipo, John and Tandi. Not so? Or it could be Anne and John, Nina and John, Sipo and John, and Tandi and John. Make sense, people?
Yes, sir.
Anybody confused? So how many options do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to simply give us 8 out of 20, which is 2 out of 5. Let's look at E. E says the team will consist of 1 boy and 1 girl. So order doesn't matter here. Must be 1 boy, 1 girl. So Anne and John, and Anne and Sipo. Tandi and Nina are girls. Not so. John. So John is a boy.
Yes.
So the combination has to be with a girl. So it's Anne, John and Nina, or John and Tandi. You all agree with that?
Yes.
Nina, what's the combinations for Nina? Nina and John, Nina and Sipo. Sipo has to have a girl. Not so? Coupled with a girl. So it's Anne, Sipo and Nina, Sipo and Tandi. Okay. For Tandi, John and Sipo. So how many options do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh? Nina, You're making marking at the wrong place. So it's Tandy and John, Tandy and Sipo. Okay, sorry about that. I know what's wrong with me. Tandy and Sipo, Tandy and John. You will agree with that? So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that gives us 12 over 20. 4 goes into 12. 3 times 4 goes into 20. 5 times. Okay, is there any confusion, people? That's number 11. No, that's number 10. Let's look at number 11 quickly. What do you say you were thinking of? D. Okay, what you were thinking of?
As John was the member of the team,
Huh?
won't be a member of the team. And you supposed to separate John from the other people. I don't know how to.
You don't know what you're talking about, okay? Looking at this question now and comparing the memo to this, I've realized I made a mistake. Okay. This is the answer. All these answers are the answers for question 11.
Huh? Yeah.
Because I look at the difference in question, what the question is asking in 10 opposed to 11. Okay. So if I place this here, it says, look at question 10 again. This time the names are drawn one after the other. So if you draw John, then you can follow it with Nina, or you could have drawn Nina and followed it with John. Can you see that, people? It says this time the names are drawn one after the other. Can you see where my mistake is? The question says, in question 10, the names are drawn simultaneously, which means to say, they're drawn at the same time. So when you draw Nina and John, it is the same as John and Nina, if you're drawing at the same time, simultaneously. Whereas, if you have drawn one after the other, it makes a difference in your combinations. You could have drawn John first, then Nina, or Nina, then John. There's now one after the other. If you draw simultaneously, it means you say drawing at the same time. So the calculation is different. So this answers here is the answers to question 11. Yes?
So when Daddy said needs to be drawn simultaneously, right? So John and Nina and John, will that be one thing or will that
One.
consider as being two?
One. So together you're taking both names out. Okay. So let's see how is that different. Okay, let's just check here quickly. All these options, or all these questions is exactly the same. In A it says the team consists of 2 girls. Okay, so that is exactly the same as we have it before. So let's just get number 10. We did redoing number 10. Sorry about that once again. In number 10, huh? I worry now, I'm going to cry a whole night and I won't be able to sleep.
Everybody makes mistakes, so you're human.
I doesn't make mistakes in maths.
What's that, man?
Okay, that's right. So this is what it should have been. So again, it's the same scenario. We have N. Make this a bit small. So Nena,
Sipo.
Sipo, and Tandi. Not so. And of course we have Anne, John, Nena, Sipo, and Tandi. So when we do the draw, okay, I can have a Anne and a John. Not so. I can have an Anne and a Nina. I can have an Anne and a Sipo, an Anne and a Tandi. Not so. Okay, when you do again a draw, or the options you have, it could be John and a Anne. Can it be John and an Anne? No, remember, it is done simultaneously. So John and an Anne is the same as Anne and a John. Makes sense? So it can it be a, then it could have been a John and a Nina, a John and a Sipo, a John and a Tandi. So that means to say I have considered already Tandi and John, Sipo and John, and Nina and John is already considered. Make sense? Walia? You alright? Good. Sorry? Sorry? Stomach. You're not going to throw up your anything. You need to go to the toilet? Wash your face. You sure? Right. So, Nina's combination at this point, could it be Nina and John?
No.
Why? I've considered it there already. Not so. It can be Nina and Sipo, Nina and Tandi. Sipo. The only one left here is going to be Sipo and Tandi. I have considered Tandi and John already. I've considered Tandi and Sipo already. I've considered Tandi and Nina already. No? Yeah? So those are my options. Can you see that, people? So let's answer the first question. The first question says, how many possible combinations are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 options. Make sense, people? Any confusion? No. You can put this question in the exam. No? Then now we must unravel the mistake we made. Right, determine the probability that the team consists of 2 girls. So we see 2 girls, and Nena and Tandi. They are the 3 girls. Not so. The team consists of 2 girls. So it's Anne and Nina, Anne and Tandi, Nina and Tandi. Sipo is a boy. No? You all agree it's 3 over 10? Hmm? You have a 10 is correct. Let's look at C. C. Let's take this out here. Oops, not the X. Let's look at number 3. Number 3 says, sorry, C. 2 boys are chosen. So N is not the boy. John N could be John N. C4 or C4N. So it's only, you all agree that that's the only combination where 2 boys are considered. Is that correct? Right? D. John is a member of the team. John is a member of the team. So that one that we have here, we keep that one. So it's John. 1. It can be John and Sipo, John and Nina, John and Tandi. It could be John and Anne as well. You all agree with that? So how many options do we have? 4. 4 out of 10, which is 2 out of 5. You all okay with that? And the last question. E. The team consists of one boy and one girl. One boy and one girl. So it can be Anne and John, Anne and Sipo. Tandy and Nina are girls. John is a boy. So it can be John and Nina, John and Tandy. Nina and a boy, Sipo. Not so? And then the last one, Ms. Johnson. I think the holiday wasn't good for us, no? Not at all. You're sleeping in my class. How am I enough here? What? Am I boring? He said yes, that's how I feel. Okay, number 4, Sipo and Tandi. That's another option. You all agree with that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will be 6 out of 10, which is 3 out of 5. Alright. Sorry again, once again on that question. Our interpretation is messed up because of that. Words simultaneously. Means to say it happens at the same time. Okay, the draw is happening at the same time. Alright, any other confusion here, people?